A poor and hungry woman entered a hotel and quickly began eating some leftover food that had been left on a table. At that moment, a waiter approached and started taking the food away from her. The hotel owner was standing nearby, silently observing everything. The poor woman begged, "Please let me eat these leftovers. I am extremely hungry." But the waiter replied, "No, you cannot eat that food," and took it away. A little later, a waitress arrived. She was extremely arrogant. Looking at the poor woman, she said, "What are you doing here, beggar? Get out of here." Then she began pushing her toward the exit. The poor woman left and sat in front of the hotel. Shortly after, the same waiter who had taken the leftover food returned with fresh food and offered it to her. He was a very kind-hearted man. At that moment, the arrogant waitress came over and said, "If you are going to give food to this poor beggar, who is going to pay for it?" The kind waiter replied, "You don't need to worry about that. If I give her the food, then I will pay for it myself." With that, he invited the woman back into the hotel, seated her at a table, served her food, and told her to enjoy it in peace. The arrogant waitress angrily said, "I am going to report this to the owner right now." The waiter calmly replied, "Do what you think is necessary." She left in anger. The poor woman said to the waiter, "Please take the food back. I don't want to eat it. What if the owner fires you because of me?" The waiter smiled and said, "Please don't worry. Enjoy your meal. I will handle everything." Meanwhile, the arrogant waitress went into the owner's office and complained, "That waiter is giving free food to poor beggars." As soon as the owner heard this, he became angry and said, "Come with me. I will deal with him right now." He immediately went to the dining area. By then, the poor woman had finished eating and was thanking the waiter. At that moment, the hotel owner arrived and angrily said to the waiter, "How dare you give free food to this beggar?" The kind waiter respectfully replied, "Please listen to me first. I did not give the food for free. I will pay for it myself." While they were talking, the arrogant waitress suddenly snatched a glass of water from the woman's hand and threw it over her. The owner immediately asked, "Why did you do that?" The waitress replied, "Because I hate poor people." The owner was clearly disgusted by her answer. He then told both the waitress and the waiter to go to his office immediately. A few moments later, they entered the office. The owner looked at them and said, "Today I called you here so you could meet my wife." Then he turned to the waitress and said, "My wife is none other than the poor and hungry woman you treated so badly today." The waitress was completely shocked. At that moment, the owner's wife, the same woman who had been pretending to be poor, entered the office after changing her clothes. She said, "The reason we did all this was to test your kindness and character." The owner then revealed the truth. He wanted to promote one of them to the position of hotel manager. He needed someone with excellent character, compassion, and a good heart. Pointing to the waiter, he asked his wife, "What do you think? Should I promote this kind waiter to manager?" His wife smiled and replied, "Absolutely." The moment the waiter heard the news, he was overwhelmed with happiness. "Thank you very much," he said. "I can hardly believe I am being promoted to manager." Meanwhile, the arrogant waitress sat silently with her head down, ashamed of her behavior. It is true what they say. Arrogance always loses and kindness always wins. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it.